Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Code. So today we are going to start with another video. This is something new which we are going to start today. This is regarding the Bloomberg terminal which we do a study in the trading and stock market. So let's start with it. So this is the overview of our chart right now. So this is the panel 1, panel 2, panel 3 and panel 4. Top left is the Sharpe ratio, top right RSI and MCD, both left BTC candlestick, in bot right is something which we see. So first is the panel 1 which is the Sharpe ratio for now. Is the panel 2 which is the RSI and MCD. Then the panel 3 this which will be candlestick pattern, and then there will be a panel 4 which will be our cumulative return comparison calculator, as you can see over there. So let's start with it now. So the first thing will be importing libraries. So we'll import important libraries such as Yahoo Finance, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib library, and also different types of Matplotlib libraries in ticker, rectangle, line here. And we'll also import warnings. Then the next thing will be step 2, which is putting colors. We'll put colors in it, which is main ticker, compare ticker, period, interval. As you can see over there, the charts have been shown in ticker. We also shown dark panel background, grid color, text, etc. We also print it. The third thing will be downloading data. In this, we'll fetch the data from the Yahoo Finance, as you can see, and then we will just put it in the period of intervals and progress. We'll also use the period of 2 year interval of 1 day to assume and data collection of it. Yes, so now we will do some print the data and collect the data for portfolio. For the indicator calculation, we use defined methods like calculate RSI, calculate MCD and calculate Bollinger. We have used different formulas for it, such as delta, gain, loss, etc. Also use EMA fast, EMA slow, MCD line, signal line, etc. Next thing will be close we have used, and we also use RSI and MCD line for the formula of Bollinger close, as you can see in the last line. Then the next thing will be we also use written SMA and SMA plus standard as formula to find the SMA and calculate Bollinger. The next thing will be we use a basic Monte Carlo portfolio. For that we will also use logarithmic return, mean return, convenience maths and assets. We also use formula for NP random, which is natural language processing random seed, for which we also assign a specific value to WRVSR, as you can see over there. Then we use P-Rex, P-Vols, P-Sharps and P-Words for our array. This will be used as array to arrange our market in a social terminal, so it can distinguish between this, and then we can use best index for that, so it can use the maximum Sharpe ratio and maximum Sharpe thing. Then the next thing, step 6 is the return and position tracker. This is the basic thing in which we also used panel 4 figure, and we use cumulative returns and position tracker. For it we have first use a formula in it, which is called as signal is equal to P.series, and we have also assigned the values to it, as you can see, signal, straight, cumulative and all. And the second thing will be building the 4 panel figure. We also use figures. And next thing will be basic helper, so that we cannot get a specific error in it. For that we can use a style like define style, and we also use a color for them. We also use a label size of 8, and we have assigned it to title, and then we use title color. So there are 4 panels, guys. You know the 4 panel. One is Sharpe ratio, which is AX, and we also, as you can see, Sharpe ratio, and this is the required code for it. We just use the basic code for it, which first we use the scatter plot to identify this Sharpe ratio portfolio plot. Then we also use the annotate method to understand the code, and then we also use the bar method. As you can see now, there is an optimal bar inset. X1 is the inset, X1 is the inset. We also use a color for this. This is how the actually panel 1 looks like. This is the panel 2, which is RSI and MCD2. As you can see, this is the general code for it, so you don't have to worry about it, because I have given the whole code in the end of the video, so you can work on it. This is how the RSI plot looks like. This is how the RSI and XC2 actual plot looks like, how it works. So it doesn't have to worry about the things like that. So it actually arranges everything in a particular manner, so you can get RSI and MD for both different charts, so you can just think where to buy and where to sell. As you can see the MCAD chart, so this is like MCD is like where to buy, where to sell. We are given a particular date on it, and also you can assign them the particular value. so that the color defines and the points also defines where to buy and where to sell. As you can see, there is a volume in green and volume in red, which shows that where it was lowest and where it was highest and where it started momentum. And third thing, we have candlestick pattern. This is the basic candlestick pattern. This is the basic candlestick pattern. As you can see over here, there is axis 3 ratio, as you can see over there. So right now we have seen something which cannot show in the basic formula, but this is the Bollinger Band's formula. As you can see over here, we have used Bollinger Band in our middle layer, upper layer and lower layer. We also use the AX3 plot and we assign the various colors and bars for them. This panel 4 is a candlestick pattern, as you can see over there. This is a cumulative return pattern, position, grid space. As you can see, this is the basic formula for how much returns has been generated till now. And you can see that there is basically a green portfolio, as you can see, because it was a positive portfolio. You can see that component asset aligned. There is a export count to assign the value, and we can get a particular value for it. As you can see, this is the last code, and we also use a position tracker as well. This can help in tracking the position of a particular video, so that we don't have to worry about it. We just assign the values to it and it shapes them into a particular design character so that we can get value. So this is ancient green, ancient red and grid color. We also use else formula so that we can get whatever required data we want. So this is like a particular thing which can be shaped for us. There is a master, title and footer. This is basically the most important thing right now. So as we know that there is a title to our chart. So this is the title, the war room, and this is the code account, this is the channel name and Quant Command Center. This is the color of white, font size and font bold. We also use the font figure text as according to panel 1. For panel 1 we have used sharp, cloud and all that. This is for all the panels. The next thing will be terminal summary. This is how our terminal will actually look like. This is the basic terminal summary. War room summary. Here is tickers, and we also use multiple printing language so that we don't have to wait for the specific neutral or trigger values. It can shows everything in this code. So this is the complete code right now. You can check it step by step. This is the basic and the most efficient code you can see over here. Just take a bit. This is the same thing which I have explained right now in a not with the cut manner. So yeah, as you can see, we have first used the libraries. The second thing which we have used is the global configurations, and we also given them a basic colors to it, to every panel, every background colors. And third thing, we will be loading the data. As you can see over which we have seen, we just load the data and assign the value to a particular how much type of data we want and how much far data we need. This is 2-year figure and internal. Then here is the internal indicator calculators. As you can see, these are the basic formulas for calculating RSI, MCD and Bollingers. And the next thing will be sharp cloud and Monte Carlo portfolios. So for example, login, reset, mean return, etc. And you can see cumulative return as well. This is a position tracker method. This is also an important method to track as a cumulative return and position tracker. Here comes our output, how the panel basically look like. This is the build for 4-panel figure. As you can see, the panel 1. This is a large code for panel 1 because it is a sharp ratio scatter cloud. This uses a large movement of scatter panels. The panel 2 is the RSF and the MCD panel, as you can see over here. RSI and MCD are the most important panels to form a particular stock price. The panel 3 is a candlestick panel and Bollinger Bands. This is a small code to understand how does a candlestick pattern move and how do we indicate the candlesticks. This is how it looks like. And then there is a fourth and the last, which is the cumulative returns plus position tracker. This is the important thing because we don't need to know when to stop the position, when to understand, like when to buy the stock and when to sell the stock. This is important. And here the small code for position tracker. This is our master title and footer method to assign us the title and assign us the war and the code account. This is the basic print method, and this is that terminal summary. This is how it exactly looks like, and like you can see that there is no basic method for it, and this is how the actual output looks like. So now we'll see the output. Just a second guys, let me fix it first. Yes, so this is how the output looks like. As you can see, sharp ratio is there, then there is a Bitcoin USD, then there is a RSI calculator. Each thing has a different colors and different outputs, so that we can know that a single stock has 4 different types of calculations, so that we can understand how it looks in 4 different manners. For example, in chart manners, in filter beacons. Yes. So thank you so much guys for attending this video, and I hope you like this video and follow for more.